When you play an online game, it inevitably changes you. The friends you make along the way, the challenges you overcome, the grudges you develop, and the unique, beautiful world you get to, oh, what the friggity fudge-coated frick is that thing? Do you ever feel like someone's watching you? Well, it might be these guys. Eye guys. These things have been disturbing Norrathians since the game launched, and it's not hard to see why. I personally find these things horrific specifically because they're not monsters with a large eye, they're just huge floating eyes that are evil. They have no ears, noses, limbs, or mouths, and their floating allows them to move with complete silence, like a murderous cloud. Apparently they don't need to eat either, just sleep and stare. They are able to hear, but not very well, and rely primarily on sight to spot any incoming danger. They can also vibrate the antenna protruding from their thick, vein-covered hides to emulate voices. They understand common, so in theory they could communicate with other races. But all attempts to negotiate with them have failed, as they much prefer using their charm magic to enslave any intelligent beings around them. Their charm spells work on players too, so if you're not careful while fighting them, you just might end up as an NPC's pet for a while. Talk about a confidence killer. If you meet an evil eye that tried to blow you up instead of swoon you, congratulations, you've found the rarest of the rare.
Wizard eyes!
See, evil eyes come in two flavors, enchanter or wizard. Enchanters will hang out in small groups or communities, surrounded by slaves. Wizards, on the other hand, enjoy their own company and will not gather with other wizards or associate themselves with the enchanter groups. Evil eye wizards are stronger than evil eye enchanters, as they focus directly on elemental damage. In fact, they're so strong that the froglocks of Lower Guck worship them as powerful allies or even gods. For their part, the evil eyes don't seem to return their affection or even care about their fate. The exact origin of evil eyes is unknown, and the Monsters of Norrath book doesn't give us much to go on either, only proposing two theories of where they might have come from. One is that there doesn't seem to be any record of evil eyes before Rallos Zek's campaign against the gods, and they may be a holdover from the war. I think this is implying that they're actually creatures from another plane of existence that use the portals Rallos Zek's kids created to enter Norrath. The other possibility is that the evil eyes were once a group of human enchanters who were trying to master various forms of transmogrification and somehow screwed it up so badly that they became giant floating eyeballs as a result. The truth of their creation may never be solved, but I do know for a fact they're not reanimated giant eyeballs because they're very much alive. I checked. The largest community of evil eyes in Everquest is in the Gorge of King Zorb, a gathering of enchanters led by, you guessed it, King Zorb himself, and they have a long-running feud with the Pick-Claw goblins of the Renii Citadel at the other end of the gorge. Sometimes I think the only reason the halflings of Rivenvale haven't tried to clear out the Renii Citadel is that the goblins serve as a buffer between them and the evil eyes. According to the book, the evil eyes are slowly expanding their influence outwards into other lands, which is why you see them in places like East Corana. Sorry, High Pass Hold, I know you already have a lot to deal with. I can't figure out what this shrine, altar, or pattern is supposed to mean. There's a pillar back here that I also have no idea what it's for, but it seems to have an eye symbol on it, so I doubt the Minotaurs or goblins would have built it themselves. While we're on the subject of crap I don't know, this. What is this? Is this a tail? An optic nerve? There's definitely a disconnect between the artwork in the book and what actually ended up in the game. Another minor inconsistency is that the book says they always float even in death, but in the game they clearly drop when you kill them. Well, that's all the information I have on these creepy peepers, and with that we've covered all of the standalone body parts that inhabit Norrath. Yep, that's all of them, all 2 of them, just hands and eyes, nothing else. Nothing else. Nothing else. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Alright, full disclosure, I was actually planning to do a video on the Kedge, but my hard drive decided to die and take all of my footage and scheduling down with it. Big thank you to my friend It's Puzz for helping me get back up and running. Seriously, I'd be sunk without all of his help. I'll link his Twitch below if y'all want to check out any of his stuff. It's not EverQuest related, but it's still pretty good. Thanks again.